Baby, boom, rise and shine. Let's get some shine into this light in our lives. That's right. Let's shine right there. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your hostess with Moses Marquis Saint, and every morning I get up and I am blessed to be able to reach, preach, and teach to the world about mental health, physical health, and financial health. And this morning is no different, except for I wanted to focus on the happy part. And it evaded me yesterday. It really did. I woke up not feeling like normal or myself, or happiness wasn't near me or my soul. And I sat here quietly this morning, just processing YouTube videos and listening to information. And I was realizing that one of the things that was missing from my happiness was my ability to shake out of the funk, right? Like when I was feeling funky, the first immediate thing I did was reach into my circle of influence. Now I'm 5 hours ahead of my normal Las Vegas time, but this time I reached out to any friends like you up, you up, you up. Like who's up? Who's up on the East Coast that I can talk to? Who's up on in Finland that I can talk to? Immediately reaching to my circle of influence is because we are creatures of comfort, and we're also creatures. And as mammals, we do better when we talk with each other and reach for each other. And this was special to me because one of my oldest friends, shout out to Dominic, but he was like, man, that just sounds like what did he call it, melees, or like just a pure funk. And he said, do yourself a favor, go for a walk, talk to someone new, get something decent to eat. And that's something that was missing from me, was that I was holding tight to inner thoughts and the funk, and how in my feels, right? Like how much I was feeling that certain way, instead of finding a solution to get my happy back. And one of the best things that I could do, is one of the things I encourage my friends to do, is go for a walk. Because one, it's going to encourage you to move around, right? I'm no longer in this area anymore. I'm going to be moving, and motion creates emotion. And then I take a shower, immediately mood changing myself, and then I go out there. Now I'm on an adventure. I'm on the hunt for my happiness. I'm looking for someone to talk to, something to eat, and something else to do besides be inside this room, be inside my brain, and just letting the emotions ride me. So I was going to ride out the emotions, and this is something that I wanted everybody to hear this morning, Marijuana Motivations, because it's important. It's so important for us to get our happy back. It's something that's priceless. This is more priceless than platinum, gold, money. Is these things, those three things aren't going to buy you happiness. I know it's the trick of our brains and society to say, yo, well, at least it's going to buy me pleasure. I've heard that before, that it's going to buy you pleasure instead of happiness. And that's two different things. I can sit in this bed and pleasure myself, but it's not going to give me the feeling of someone touching me the same as me touching myself. Does that make sense? And what I really wanted to have was my positive outlook back. I wanted that thing that makes me quintessentially me, my happy self, that, I'm blessed, and that I'm here in Brazil and the sun is shining. And the other day it wasn't shining, so it wasn't contributing to my happiness level. It was making me more gloomy as the weather was gloomy. That's just true to fact. So as I expanded on happiness and I found my happiness yesterday, it slowly crept back to me that I was in charge of this thing called happiness. And even though I wanted to hold on to my funky feelings and be all in my feels, and I lost my cell phone, and man, I miss my friends, or need someone to talk to, this in itself gave me my own personal mental freedom, which is what freeing ourselves from mental slavery is that we don't have to be constantly obsessed with the positivity of things, or even be the most positive person. It's the ability to switch our moods, like just like a mood ring. You want to be able to switch your mood into a higher gear, and that's something that I figured out yesterday. Was I was able to get out of my funk by moving, and it wasn't anything in any direction. Anything would just get out of the house. Like I don't. Did I even? Yeah, I think I even just threw on my clothes. I don't think I even took the shower. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just get up and go. And as my nose runs, don't mind me. All day. After the rain comes the pollen, but is so important for us because they can't sell it on a shelf. They try to, they put a beer label on it. My friends try to get me to get hammered like them, and I just didn't want to cash out. I didn't want to cash out all my dopamine level. I didn't want to cash out my knowledge and my energy. I didn't want to give into quick fixes like, oh, you could relapse back to cocaine, even though I know it's going to make me feel worse, and that's something we have to talk about. All day today. All day today. Cashing out my happiness. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to have my faculties, my mental faculties around me the next day, because otherwise I would cash out and I'd have no cash in the morning for the things that truly make me happy, the things that make me want to do my push-ups, the things that make me want to smile in the morning and absorb this thing called life. And as I slowly walked, what started to happen was I was like, that breeze feels good. Started counting my blessings, but more importantly, just observing things outside of myself that was awesome. And I started to see life in a different perspective. So as I walked, I saw the little baby puppy that we were taking care of. Maybe it was the other puppy, but there's 2 black puppies out here, and stopped to pet it. And then I saw these beautiful flowers, and I stopped to smell it. And then again, I stopped to feel the breeze. I'm like, ooh, that's nice. Come on, man. There's a breeze right now coming out these trees. And then to come back here, feel it on the sun on my skin, on my back. That's nice. And the little things like the puppies and the flowers and all these little things added up to me feeling better, happier in the process of what's going wrong with my life, why I'm not happy right now. I should be happy. I'm in Brazil. There's all these girls around. I lost this weight. Trying to count these blessings and like a cash pile. It was more of absorbing the happy, right? There was so much around me that was making me happy, as long as I was willing to pay attention to it, as long as I was willing to let go of what was going on between these 2 ears and be in the present moment of, man, I really am alive right now. Life is the blessing. Looking at children on dad's shoulders walking around, I'm like, that's beautiful, watching people smile and laugh, that's beautiful, eating something that re-energizes me, beautiful, and I had lost my beauty and some of my funk, or whatever you want to call it, was overshadowing things that are beautiful. And this is a hallmark of depression, is like that gray cloud that's over you starts to dominate everything. And that's something that I just had to get back and dominate back again and go, no, man, life is the blessing. We are an energy to each other. And as long as we get outside of ourselves and get an opportunity to let life sink into us, that's something I've been really desperately doing, is like letting it absorb into my skin. Like, man, I'm in the ocean. Man, that sand between my toes. Man, that sun is really feeling good. These are the things that made me happy, and that's how I got my happy back yesterday. Was I was really in a funk, not gonna lie. Called my friends, didn't feel it. Yo, what's up? Why am I not happy? And instead of spending all day on the phone, I took my friend's advice. Thank you again, Dominic, for being my friend for the longest, since college. And he just said, I'm headed dinner, headed to work, but wanted to write you and say, go do these things, go find a mother-daughter combo and tell me a story later. And I was thinking, that was just so funny, but he made me laugh, and laughter is also medicine. So my medicine was to get hydrated. My medicine was to go for a walk. The third medicine was to get something to eat, something decent to eat. Like, what did I really want to eat? And those 3 things I absorbed into my system and made my system hijack itself back and go, we're in control of your happiness. You're going to be happy right now. And that's your morning marijuana motivation. All my heart from the start. It's your boy Marky C. Getting flexed on them. Peace and love, and I'll see you on the other side. Like, follow, share, subscribe.